Welcome to this puzzle session. Here is the problem. 100 people are seated on a round table in an equi-spaced manner. So you can imagine a circle with 100 equi-spaced points. Every point can be thought of as a person. More than half the people are men. So at least 51 of these 100 people are men. Others are women, presumably. Show that two men are seated diametrically opposite to each other. So it is necessary that two men will be seated diametrically opposite under the condition that more than half the people are men. It's a very, very simple puzzle. You can just think about it for 10 seconds and get why this is true. But and as usual, you're encouraged to pause the video and find your own proof. But what the point of this is to see how to use the language of sets and functions to express things properly. But this is such a simple puzzle that no one would resort to doing it. But in general, this is a good exercise or a good instructive lecture to understand how one uses the language of sets. All right, so let's move on. So this is a round table. Let me just say the idea, the main thing. So this is a round table. Suppose you find a man and assume on the contrary that no two men are sitting diametrically opposite. Then for every man, the person opposite is a woman. All right. Now there are at least 51 men, and therefore there would be at least 51 women. But 51 plus 51 is more than 100, and therefore we would have a contradiction. So that's it. That is the solution. But let us express it in gory detail using formal language. So let P be the set of all people, all the 100 people. M is all the men amongst the 100 people, and W is all the women amongst the 100 people. So clearly P is nothing but M union W, where this is empty, right? So here is, assume on the contrary that, or let's not go by contradiction. So define a function f from the set of men to the set of people. How? F of p is equal to the person diametrically opposite to p. So for every man named, denoted by p, f of p just records or outputs the person who is sitting diametrically opposite to p. All right, now if fp were a man for some man p, then p and fp would be two men sitting diametrically opposite. So this is a favorable case. So in the other case, if such is not the case, if not, then fp is not a man and hence a woman for all p in M. In other words, or that is, the image of capital M under F is contained in W. All right? But F is injective, and hence mod W, meaning the number of women, is at least any subset, the size of any subset, which is equal to the size of M because M is injective. Therefore, the set of the number of women plus the number of men is at least twice the number of men, but that is at least 102, and that's a contradiction because the number of women plus the number of men is the total number of people, and that means the total number of people is at least 102, but that is a contradiction to the fact that there are only 100 people sitting at the round table. So that's it. So this is how you can formally express such things. Here the problem was so simple that you did not need any fancy language, but in a more complicated situation, this really helps tracking things in this way. All this is available, all these terminology, what is a set, function, etc. All this is available in the playlist named Kickstart. Perhaps I should have said this earlier. The link is in the description below. So all this, what is injective, what is meant by this notation, all of this is available in the playlist named Kickstart. Alright, so with that I want to end this. As usual, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time.